Right this very second, there's a hidden, high-stakes battle going on inside your home backup power system. Seriously, when the grid goes down, we all rely on our inverters to keep the lights on and our lives running smoothly. But what if the very device you're trusting to save your appliances is actually destroying them from the inside out? Well, today, in this explainer, we're diving into some incredibly fascinating practical testing data to uncover exactly what happens when your backup power isn't quite as clean as you might think.
It's a totally valid question, right? Is your inverter secretly killing your electronics? Imagine just for a second taking a high-performance sports car and filling its tank with cheap, unrefined, gritty fuel. Sure, the engine might turn over, it might even get you down the block, but over time, that dirty fuel is absolutely gonna destroy the engine. And honestly, this is exactly what happens when you pair the wrong kind of inverter with your sensitive home electronics. You're basically feeding them dirty power, and eventually, they're the ones paying the ultimate price.
Okay, let's get into Section 1, the appliance killer.
So, to really solve the mystery of why certain appliances suddenly hum loudly, overheat, or just completely die the second they're switched to backup power, we need to talk about inductive loads. We're talking about anything with an electric motor inside. Your washing machine, the fridge, even standard fans. These devices are unbelievably sensitive to the exact quality of the power signal they get. They literally rely on a smooth, perfectly refined electrical wave to do their job. If that wave is jagged or harsh, boom, internal friction. And in the world of electric motors, friction is your absolute worst enemy. It creates excess heat, causes serious wear, and eventually total failure.
Moving right along to Section 2, meet the contenders.
We can actually frame the testing from our source as a heavyweight boxing match between two wildly different technologies. In one corner, bringing that premium, refined power, we've got a custom-built pure sine wave inverter. Now this is a super efficient DIY unit built with just 4 high-capacity IRFP4468 MOSFETs set up in an H-bridge configuration and managed by an EGS002 driver board with its own dedicated capacitor bank. It really is the gold standard of power quality. And then, in the other corner, the Challenger, your standard commercial 1200-watt modified sine wave inverter. You know the type. It's affordable, it's everywhere, but man, it delivers a much grittier, blockier power output.
All right, Section 3, Round 1, the washing machine.
This is where the actual scientific testing gets super interesting. Both of these inverters were pitted against a standard inductive load, a washing machine running its spin cycle. First up was the custom pure sine wave inverter. And honestly, the results here were exactly what you want to see. That pure sine wave acted just like the premium fuel we talked about. The washing machine ran beautifully, noticeably cool, and perfectly smooth. No struggle, no weird hesitations. The power delivery was perfectly aligned with what that motor was actually designed to handle, which means stress-free, optimal performance.
But wow, the contrast is immediate and visceral the second the power source gets switched over to the modified sine wave inverter. The researchers noted that you didn't even need fancy testing equipment to know there was a problem. You could just hear it. There was this incredibly harsh, obvious change in the sound of the motor. It was basically crying out for help. That modified square wave forced the motor to vibrate way more heavily and run significantly hotter. These are the undeniable sensory clues of a motor enduring immense, unnatural stress. When you look at the stark differences across these performance metrics, the battle damage is just undeniable. For heat, you've got cool operation versus running way hotter. For noise, totally quiet versus a harsh grinding sound. And smoothness, flawless operation versus high vibration and serious stress. When it's broken down like this, it becomes glaringly obvious why the gritty, stepped power of a modified sine wave degrades your sensitive electronics. You are, quite literally, cooking and shaking your motors to death.
Which brings us to Section 4, Round 2, heavy power tools.
The researchers really wanted to push the limits here with an ultimate brute force test to see if this custom DIY pure sine wave setup could actually handle high wattage construction equipment. We're talking 950 watts. That is the massive power draw of the grinding machine used in this specific test, operating at a blazing 1100 RPM on 230 volts. So yeah, this isn't a gentle washing machine cycle anymore. This is a heavy, demanding load that requires some serious sustained power. And check this out, 290 amps. That is the massive current rating for each individual IRFP4468 MOSFETs used in that custom pure sine wave build, with each one rated at 560 watts. This stat perfectly illustrates exactly why utilizing highly rated, premium components lets a system punch way above its weight class. You really don't need a massive, bulky inverter taking up space if you have the absolute right components doing the heavy lifting efficiently. So what was the result of round 2? An absolute, resounding success. Now, there was a very tiny voltage fluctuation, but honestly, that is completely expected under such a massive, sudden, heavy load. Even with that, the pure sine wave inverter effortlessly powered that 950-watt grinder. And they didn't stop there. The testing also extended to heavy drilling machines, all of which remained perfectly functional. It really proved the incredible versatility and just the sheer power achievement that's possible with high-quality, pure sine wave output. All right, let's wrap this up. Section 5, the final verdict. It really all comes down to this crucial finding from the researchers. Pure sine wave inverters provide a cleaner, more stable operation for household appliances. Look, yes, modified square wave units are absolutely going to save you some money up front. We all know they're cheaper to buy. But you've got to view that as a false economy. Because by saving a few bucks on the inverter today, you are essentially committing to feeding your expensive motors dirty power. And that causes long-term stress, excess heat, and inevitable premature failure.
The actionable takeaways from this explainer are crystal clear. You get cleaner operation, significantly less stress on your motors, and infinitely better long-term appliance health. Plus, as we just saw with the grinder and drills, you get superior performance even when running heavy DIY and construction tools. The testing data makes it undeniable. Investing in superior pure sine wave technology, especially units that utilize high-rated MOSFETs and quality driver boards, is simply the undisputed champion for reliable home power solutions.
So I'll leave you with this. Are you really willing to risk your expensive appliances, your washing machine, your refrigerator, your heavy tools, just to save a few dollars on an inverter up front? The data we've dug into today clearly shows that the quote-unquote cheap option might easily end up costing you thousands in ruined electronics down the road. It's definitely time to rethink the true cost of our home power choices. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I really hope it empowered you with the knowledge to make the absolute best choice for your own system. Catch you next time.